But when you've got someone backed up like this, will Jesse Minter try and call something to try and see if he can get something big here?
From the 1-yard line, trying to get out of there, Mixon does. Keeps the legs churning and will carry it to the 8. 6.5-yard pickup. Xavier Hutch involved there defensively to bring him down.
That was a big gain for Houston getting out of there. As we look at the first 5 possessions of the half for the Texans, 3 punts, interception, and a fumble. So 3 punts, 2 giveaways. But getting out of there in the shadow of their end zone, that was a big first down play.
They have only 3 first downs in the first half. We're down to 5:37 to go. Fake the handoff. Stroud, look out. Stroud will flip it, and nobody there.
There's no one in the vicinity. This is going to be interesting.
Jim Harbaugh wants intentional grounding. Xavier Hutch with the pressure.
Intentional grounding. The quarterback was outside the pocket, and the pass crossed the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Down.
So he got out of the tackle box, is what they determined.
Would have been a safety.
Yes. So the tackle box right in that area. Let's see if he gets out of it. And on the spin, and they gave it to him. And he did get the ball back to the line of scrimmage. But they gave him, that was a very nice, okay, that's close enough. You're outside of the tackle box, you're good to go.
3rd and 4 now for Houston. Stroud gets rid of it and hits Nico Collins for a first down. Covers 6 yards. So a new set of downs to work with here for the Texans. We're approaching the 5-minute mark of the second quarter.
So what we're seeing from the Texans, it continues. Bobby Sloak, offensive coordinator, not trying to run the football very much. C.J. Stroud, quarterback, you're my point guard. Who's open? Who can you distribute it to? And can we move the ball? Nico Collins able to pick up a first down there.
Line of scrimmage is now the 13 of Houston. Handoff, Mixon breaks away from the initial wave, but they rally to the football to limit him to a 3.5-yard pickup. Mack wraps him up. And I should mention, on the pronunciation of Mack, I asked him once, what do you prefer, Khalil or Khalil, which is what I've heard him say. He goes, oh, no, my name is Khalil, so I'm going to respect the man. I give the extra effort.
And since I'm adjacent to you, I'm doing the exact same thing.
Hey,
because Khalil Mack could make us 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Easy.
Good point. 2nd and 7. Stroud. That's another quick one to Mechie working that sideline. As mentioned, Deontay Johnson has not played a role as of yet. He's been in on a smattering of plays at best.
Mechie, as he turns upfield, looks like he was crossing with the ball in his left arm as he got there to pick up the first down. At first, I thought he may have stepped over, and that's Bobby Sloak, the offensive coordinator. That first down run by Mixon to get 3.5 yards, I thought he wasn't going to get any on it. But so far, they're not showing that they want to run the ball and continue to run it.
And now Dameon Pierce is in there. Stroud on the move, he throws it incomplete. There were a crowd of Chargers in the area, and Poona Ford had a beat on Stroud.
And the pressure was a 4-man rush. It was not any extra people coming at the quarterback. Look at right there, they just keep coming at him, and Ford is the guy at the end. But in the beginning, that was Xavier Hutch, number 90, Khalil Mack, 52 on the scene, and Ford finishing things off, number 95.
3:26 remaining in this first half. 6-0 Chargers. It was 6-0 early. We've had no scoring since. Here's Stroud. In trouble. Low throw, flag down. And the catch made by Hutchinson. But the penalty marker back at the 17.
Not at a spot that's usually good for the offense.
Personal foul, tripping. Offense number 71. Half the distance to the goal. 2nd down.
And it is the veteran Titus Howard who has moved over from right tackle to left guard.
And you know when you usually get a tripping penalty? When you've gotten beat on a play. See that? He missed him on that one, and all he could do was throw out the leg, almost leg whipping him to try and slow him down, because on the spin move, he had beaten him towards the quarterback.
And it is Tier Tart, the former Texan, who continues to apply pressure up the middle. 2nd and 21 after the penalty. Stroud, deep drop, uncorks it. Underneath catch made by Stover, and they're all over it. 5-yard pickup. Rookie from Ohio State, tackled by Troy Dye. Extended action for him because of the elbow injury to Denzel Perriman. We're down to 2:42 and counting left in this first half.
Let's see what the Chargers decide to do timeouts-wise. I think they want to get to this play, and then afterwards maybe use a timeout, pick up the 2-minute warning, and hopefully have one more shot before the half with their offense.
It's a 3rd and 16 for the Texans. They've been limited to 87 yards of offense. Oh, the ball is free. Scooped up by Stroud. Circles, throws, complete on a busted play. Hutchinson. Just like they drew it up. First down, 34 yards.
So every time you hear someone talk about C.J. Stroud's poise, you might want to clip this play. Because ordinarily on this type of a play, all you're trying to do is get rid of it over the sideline, and instead, he turns it into a massive play for Houston.
And the football schedule starts here in Houston with the Chargers and Texans coming up. Verizon halftime report. JB, Matt Ryan, Coach Coward, Jason McCourty, first half highlights, analysis. It's all coming up on the Verizon halftime report. Herbert thought he was going to get another shot at it. Instead, Houston has got it first down in Los Angeles territory at the 49.
We were contemplating timeout situation for Los Angeles prior to that 3rd down play. Now it's Houston that gets to manage their 3 timeouts down the stretch and see if they can steal a lead as they go into the half.
They have 5 rushes, 18 passes in this first half. Stroud throwing, and that ball comes out. Dalton Schultz picked up by the Chargers. It's whistle dead. Deion Henley was running with the football, but the play was over.
That's a confident whistle, too, because they wanted to let these things play out typically.
57 seconds, 1-5-7.
And it was the right call, because as he's turning, he's still putting it away, and that ball comes free. He doesn't make that so-called football move or move related to the game. I think it's a really nice call by the officials.
He got popped by the linebacker Troy Dye. 10th play of the drive. 1:57 to go, first half. 6-0 Chargers. Stroud lets it fly. It's complete. Nico Collins. Just short of the 10. 37-yard completion.
This first half, as we've seen some of the crazy stuff that's happened, Houston is in this game because DeMeco Ryans' head coach has instilled some toughness in his group, and they didn't get down early despite all the miscues and the pressure on them. And now right here before the half, they have a chance to take a lead that no one saw coming.
We're down to 1:14 left. Stroud, 154 passing yards. From the gun, they will run it, and Mixon gets demolished. Timeout taken. Poona Ford engulfs Mixon.
And I think that'll be the last run play we'll see called in this sequence by Bobby Slowik. I think he'll throw it from here on out. You mentioned Ford. We saw him on the pass rush. This time he just goes inside Titus Howard, the offensive guard, and spills Mixon.
30 seconds in length. Clock operator, please reset. 1 minute and 5 seconds. 1:05.
So 1:05, you're welcome, on the clock. It's going to be a 2nd and 11 here for Houston.
Eager to see what type of formation Bobby Slowik comes out with, to see if he can find a way to isolate Nico Collins in more of a one-on-one situation here near the goal line.
So the Chargers took the timeout, maybe with the idea that they're planning on getting the ball back. 2 timeouts remaining. Houston has all 3. 2nd and 11 for the Texans. Motion man Robert Woods. Shotgun. Stroud off the hands of Woods. Incomplete. Cam Hart, rookie out of Notre Dame, 5th-round draft pick in coverage for LA.
And you just said the key word, rookie. So they challenged him in this situation, and the rookie came up with the win. Built like a safety. Long at 6, was he about 6'2", 207, 210 pounds. Looks like a safety, but belongs out on the corner.
First 5 possessions, Texans had 70 total yards. This drive, 86 yards. They started from the 1. 13th play of the drive. 1:02 on the clock. Stroud laces it. Touchdown! Nico Collins! Texans on the board. And a chance to take the lead. They go 13 plays, 99 yards, and they cap it off to the Pro Bowler.
Notice the formation. Everyone to the right. Nico Collins on the backside, the nub end of the formation to give him a chance to maneuver by himself. And what have we seen throughout the first half? Quick throws into the middle of the defense. That's kind of been their strategy all the way through. It finally pays off with a touchdown.
Kaimi Fairbairn. He's got it. Houston goes in front, 7-6. 58 seconds to play. First half, back in 30 seconds after this.